right, everybody, welcome back to the show. And today we are doing a deep dive into this SILAC Secure Savings Fixed Annuity.
Ooh, fixed annuities.
Yes, this is from Diversified Insurance Brokers.
Okay.
So we'll take a look and see what we can unpack here and see if it might be the right thing for you in your retirement.
Sounds good.
You know, I know annuities can be kind of tricky sometimes. They have all these different features and benefits and things.
Right, lots of moving parts with annuities for sure.
But we're going to try to simplify it as much as possible.
Absolutely.
So one of the things that I noticed right off the bat that they really highlight in their marketing material is this idea of guaranteed fixed interest rates.
Yeah, guaranteed. That's the magic word.
And principal protection.
Uh-huh.
So I'm already kind of thinking this is probably geared towards folks who are maybe a little bit more risk averse.
Yeah, and they really want to make sure that their money is safe, you know?
Right.
And they're not going to lose what they've worked so hard to save.
Exactly. And especially as you're getting closer to retirement, you know, that fear of running out of money can be really real for a lot of people.
Oh, absolutely. It's a big concern for retirees and people approaching retirement, you know? The market's ups and downs are scary if you're counting on that money.
Yeah. So can you explain a little bit how this type of annuity, the fixed annuity, how that differs from like a variable annuity? Because I know there are a lot of different flavors out there.
Yeah. So with a fixed annuity like this one, you're basically locking in a guaranteed interest rate for a set period of time.
Right.
So your money is growing at a predictable pace.
Got it.
A variable annuity, on the other hand, is tied to market performance. So your returns can fluctuate depending on how the investments are doing.
Okay. And with that variable annuity comes potentially higher returns, but also the risk of losing money.
Exactly. That's the trade-off.
So it sounds like with this fixed annuity, they're really emphasizing that peace of mind.
Right. The security knowing that your principal is protected and you're earning a steady rate of return.
Okay. That makes sense. Now, I did notice that they mentioned penalty-free withdrawals up to 10% annually after the first year. So there's a little bit of flexibility there.
Yeah, that's a nice feature to have because, you know, life happens.
Right.
You might have unexpected expenses come up.
Exactly.
And it's good to know that you can access at least a portion of your money without being penalized.
But I guess, you know, that 10% might not always be enough depending on what the situation is.
Right. And that's something to consider, you know, depending on your overall financial situation and how much liquidity you need.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And I noticed they have another version of this called Secure Savings Elite. So I'm curious what the difference is between the regular Secure Savings and this Elite version.
Well, from what I'm seeing, the elite version might offer some higher interest rates.
Oh, okay.
But they don't specifically mention the 10% withdrawal feature. So,
Interesting.
yeah, it seems like the elite version might be geared more towards growth and maybe less frequent withdrawals.
Gotcha. So maybe you're a little bit later in retirement and you don't anticipate needing to take money out as often.
Exactly. You're more focused on maximizing those returns.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, I'm curious about what happens at the end of the guarantee period. You know, they mentioned 2, 3, and 5-year terms.
Right. So at the end of the term, you actually have a few options.
Okay.
You can choose to renew the annuity at the current interest rate.
Okay.
You can withdraw your money,
All right.
or you can convert it to an income stream.
Okay, so can you explain what that income stream option is all about?
Sure. So basically, it's like setting up a personalized pension.
Oh.
So let's say you choose a 20-year income stream.
Okay.
The insurance company will calculate a fixed monthly payment for you based on your accumulated savings, your age, and life expectancy.
Okay.
And you'll receive those payments for 20 years no matter what happens in the market.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it can be a really great way to create a predictable source of income in retirement.
So it's kind of like setting your retirement finances on autopilot.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about managing your investments or making withdrawals. You just get a steady stream of income.
That's really appealing, especially as you get older and you maybe don't want to be as hands-on.
Yeah, it's a great way to simplify things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the death benefit for a minute.
Sure, yeah.
Because I know a lot of folks are concerned about what happens to their money if they pass away before they've used it all.
Right. So with this annuity, you have a full account value death benefit.
Okay.
Meaning that if you pass away, your beneficiary will receive the entire accumulated value of your annuity,
Got it.
free and clear of any surrender charges or penalties.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, it's an important feature to have, especially for estate planning purposes.
And I remember reading that spouses have some unique options as well.
Yes, if you pass away, your spouse has the option to continue the annuity under their name.
Oh,
So they can continue to receive the guaranteed interest payments or convert it to an income stream.
so it sounds like there's a lot of flexibility and peace of mind built into this.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's try to sum this all up. I know we've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah.
So with this SILAC Secure Savings Fixed Annuity,
Mm-hmm.
the big pros seem to be the guaranteed growth, the principal protection,
Right.
but
And
that,
those secure...
that peace of mind. But of course, as with anything, there are trade-offs.
Absolutely.
You might be giving up some potential for higher returns if you were to invest in the market.
Right. And that's always the big question with fixed annuities. Are you sacrificing growth for that guarantee?
And I think it really depends on your individual risk tolerance.
Yeah, exactly.
How close you are to retirement, your overall financial goals, those kinds of things.
And how comfortable you are with the idea of potentially missing out on market gains.
Exactly.
Some people are perfectly fine with that trade-off.
Right.
Others really want to try to maximize their returns, even if it means taking on more risk.
Yeah, and I think that's a really personal decision.
Absolutely.
It's not one size fits all at all.
No, and that's why it's so important to do your research.
Right.
Talk to a financial advisor.
Yes.
Figure out what makes sense for you and your circumstances.
And I know Diversified Insurance Brokers offers free consultation, so that's always a good place to start.
Definitely, they can provide some personalized guidance.
So as you're thinking about your retirement plan and whether or not an annuity might be a good fit for you, I think the big question to ask yourself is, do you value that security and predictability more than the potential for higher returns in the market?
Yeah, it's a balancing act for sure.
It is. It's a balancing act. All right. That's all the time we have for this deep dive. I hope this has been helpful,
I hope so.
and we will see you all next time.
Take care.